Welcome to Secrets to Alignment with Savannah Schaefer. I am here to equip you with the belief and energy to make your dreams a reality. Take this time to fill your cup and align with the most vibrant version of you. Welcome back to the Secrets to Alignment podcast with your host, Savannah Schaefer. I am so grateful to be here. Happy Monday. I shared my last episode with you guys and I felt like that was a very vulnerable episode last night. It was going live and I was sitting in bed and I was like, wow, like I'm really putting myself out there with things that I've never shared before. If you guys didn't listen to that podcast, definitely go back and listen to it. This is going to be a little bit of a different podcast. This is going to be actually for the girlies who are wanting to start successful businesses on social media or who are wanting to just take their business to the next level on social media. This is really going to support you if you're wanting to just like expand and create a business that gives you that freedom, that fulfillment, that purpose, that passion for. I am so excited to chat with you guys about the 5 common mistakes that business owners make whenever they open their business, whenever they start it, whenever they're a couple years into it. These are just common things that I see throughout different women that I've coached. I've now been coaching for the last 2 years. And then before that, I did 4 years of social media marketing and just putting myself out there on social media, building an entire business from scratch on social media. And with that, I built a $1.2 million business. So from everything that I've learned from those 4 years and then the last 2 years of helping women in any business out there, I have just taken all of these things, put them together, and I wanted to give you guys a few things that you will now know to kind of stay away from, and also giving you little tips and tricks so that you don't get stuck in those same cycles that I see a lot of entrepreneurs going through. So number 1, the first thing that I notice with a lot of entrepreneurs is that our hearts can sometimes not be in it. A lot of times whenever we start our businesses, it's because we are wanting to make more money, we are wanting to buy a new house, get a new car, have all these like lifestyle upgrades or whatever. Maybe we're trying to save up so that we can pay off our college debt. Anything. So whatever that you guys are starting your business for, something that I've noticed is extremely important is really having a very strong connection to your business. At the end of the day, money is not going to be the thing that is going to supercharge you and give you all that motivation for forever. You have to be so deeply connected with what you are doing on a level that you probably have never even got to. And as you do that, you're going to be showing up so much more intentionally in your business. You're going to attract so much more to you because you actually are feeling it. You're noticing the impact that you're making, and you're truly making a difference in people's lives. A lot of times, like I said, we will, of course, start our businesses. We want to make that money. And then we get so caught up in the numbers. We get so caught up in just making the money that we forget why we started this business in the first place. So what I would recommend you to do is to actually ask yourself, why is it important for you to succeed? Why is it important for you to build this business? And what are you actually going to do once you make that money? If your goal is to make $50,000 in a month, what is that going to do for you? How is that going to change your life? Get super duper clear on this and ask yourself, why is that important over and over and over again? So for example, if you ask yourself, why do I want to make $50,000 months? And the first thing that you come up with is, I want to just make more money. Okay, why do you want to make more money? Because I know that would make a big impact on the people around me. Okay, why would that make a big impact on the people around you? It would take away the stress from my parents or my siblings to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, now why is that important? It's important because I don't want to see my parents struggle and I never want to see them going through something that's really difficult in their life. I want to be there to give them what they gave me growing up, or however this story rolls out for you. You want to get super duper clear on why it is that it is so important for you to be making an income that is more expansive than you've ever experienced before. Again, once you get connected with this, you're going to feel a lot more solid in why you're doing it, and you're also going to be able to share that with others. And that goes such a long way, because when you're sharing why you're doing something on social media or with the people who you work with or whatever, you are going to be so much more connected with those people because they probably in some way relate to you, whether that's them wanting to take care of their parents as well, go on beautiful vacations, or just to upgrade their lifestyle and take care of their health in a new way. They are going to relate to you in some way, shape, or form. So getting very clear is not only going to support you, but it's also going to support anyone who's interested in your product or services and anyone around you who's also working with you. Of course, we all need money at the end of the day, and that is a big reason why we start our businesses. but I want you to get clear on the passion behind it. And I want you to show up with that passion, because people really love to hear passion and obsession whenever someone's talking about something. That is 99% of the time what actually makes them buy into those businesses, what makes them buy that product or service, because they truly feel down to their soul that you are so excited about this and they want to play a part into that success that you're going to experience. Number two, I notice a lot of entrepreneurs jumping from opportunity to opportunity, and then they're not sticking with something long enough to even see it succeed. I don't know if you know this, but it takes typically on average 4 to 10 years for entrepreneurs to make their first $1 million from a business. And I want you to think about how many times that timer is going to reset every single time that you try to take on something new. Now, if you're right now in something that you're like, I know this is my end all be all, I love this so much and I want to take this forever and always, amazing. Just know that it's going to take time, and please enjoy the journey along the way. I want you to think about what you're experiencing right now, any struggles that you're going through. You are going to look back on that as the good old days. You are going to view all of those times that you went through it as, wow, I really stuck with this and I took action to make my dreams a reality. You're never going to look back and say, man, I regret all that work that I put in. You're always going to say, damn, I'm so happy I showed up. So stick with whatever it is that you are truly passionate about, and do not look any other direction. This, I think, can be so challenging, especially when you're an entrepreneur and you see other people succeeding in different avenues. We want to just think, oh, okay, if they did it there, I can do it there, and I'm going to go create what they created. And that is just not going to set you up for success. You have to do what is naturally right for you. You cannot be just trying to copy and paste other people's businesses. That's never going to be what actually brings you the success that you desire, because you're doing it from a place of watching someone else. You're not doing it because internally you had this beautiful idea to start this beautiful business. You're doing it because you saw someone else on social media successful with that business, and then you went ahead and redid that business. And it's never as good as the first person that created it. So making sure that you are in it for the long haul, that is going to allow you to truly enjoy this process so much more than just thinking that you should be getting rich so quick. I also want to point out that a lot of times we're actually breaking the trust with our audience by constantly trying out new things. And this is where somebody can look at you and just think like, oh, this girl's totally flighty because she's tried 6 businesses in the last 2 years. I think that this is really, really important. And this is why you have to get clear on what you truly want to do, the impact that you want to make, the way that your business and your lifestyle is going to mesh together. All of these things have to be in alignment. I totally believe in you putting in the work for a long period of time. I'm not someone who thinks that you should just take like tons and tons of action, work yourself into the ground, and feel totally depleted and exhausted after it. I want you to actually take action from an aligned place and feel your absolute best, and know that every single day you can be putting deposits into this business. I want you to pick something that you know that every single day you're still going to be lit up to do. And of course, you're going to have those days where maybe you're off a little bit, but at the end of the day, you know that you still want to be making that impact. You know that that's your purpose, that your passion, and everything is riding on that one specific thing. And this is going to make such a big difference in your results. So to actually make this happen for you to actually stick with this business idea for multiple years on end, I want you to commit to that. Commit to sticking through it no matter what happens. No matter what, you are going to make it work. No matter what, you are going to stay in this specific business. Yes, if you have to, if your business is not in the best place ever and you have to take something on the side, okay, cool. But let's not make that now your main thing. Let's keep your main thing as long as you physically can, so that you can make the millions of dollars, so you can make the $50,000 months, whatever it is that you're going after. You can build your success in one specific area, and eventually that one specific area is going to take over any other side hustles or anything else that you're doing on the side, because you're so committed and you feel that passion, that purpose, that fulfillment. Everything that you desire is going to be coming from that main thing. I hope that's making sense. And if it's not, please send me a message on Instagram. I'll totally be there to like talk you through this more and help you out in whatever situation that you're going through at the moment. But just know that the longer that you stick with something, it is inevitable that you are going to be successful if you are taking the action necessary to make it successful. And of course, also, if you have that that belief within inside you. And that actually leads me into number three. Number three, a common mistake that I see a lot of business owners doing is that they are taking action, but they actually don't even believe deep down inside that they are going to be successful. And this is what can derail your entire business. If you are sitting there putting in actions and you're just checking off boxes and you don't truly deep down believe that this is something that's going to continue with you for years on end, that is where you can lose so much momentum, and that belief, that constant fight within yourself of, am I good enough? Am I actually going to do this? Am I truly going to succeed in this? When you're continuously asking yourself all those questions, that is going to derail that momentum so much. So I want you to sit there and actually talk with yourself about these things. Get clear and clear out any of the shit that does not serve you within this. Your belief systems are the foundation of what you are building this business off of. If you actually think of it like you're building a building, that belief system is like the foundation that you're pouring. So I want you to actually make sure that there's no cracks in that foundation, that there's no bits and pieces of you that have this fear or this anxiety about you not succeeding. And I also will say that when the months are coming that maybe you have some of those highs and lows actually bring out a lot of your internal belief systems. It shows you, do you truly deeply believe and trust that you are going to be as successful as you always thought? This is going to change everything for you if you can choose to get these things clear and handle anything that is not in alignment here. Ask yourself who you'd have to become this most successful version of you. Then I want you to ask yourself, what would change in your life when you have that success? And does any part of that scare you? Is any part of you worried that, oh my gosh, if I get super successful, my business is not, or my family is not going to want anything to do with me? Is any part of you thinking, oh my gosh, if I get super successful, how am I going to handle it all? I don't even know how to manage the money that I currently have. Really asking yourself, if this business were to blow up, how would it change your life? And is any part of you in resistance to that? A lot of times there's these underlying fears. There's these underlying things that we're constantly doubting or questioning. And we have to get very, very clear. And once you can put pen to paper and get super clear on those, you're able to actually tackle those beliefs. You're able to disprove them and replace them with beliefs that truly support you. And then whenever those beliefs start to come up, you're taking the power away from them. You're actually dwindling the neural pathways that are related to those belief systems. You're going to dwindle those negative neural pathways and you're going to build upon new positive neural pathways. And this is something that I've studied so much. I've read multiple books on it. I love neuroscience so much because it actually shows you that we have the power to change our mind. We have the power to completely alter and shift our belief systems if we choose to put our energy there and actually work on these things. So what I recommend to you is, again, taking out your journal, getting clear on those beliefs. What are the things you actually believe about the success that you're truly going to do, the success that you desire, and then making sure that those are all in alignment with where you're wanting to go. This is going to help you out so much. And last but not least, I think that's something that a lot of people struggle with is that they have a beautiful business idea. They have a business plan. They've got all of these things that they're so excited to share about and promote. But the problem is that they have no idea how to share it. And this can be so detrimental to your business and to your service or to your offer, because a lot of times we do have these beautiful ideas and they're sitting inside our mind and they're just not able to be shared with the public in a way that makes someone feel like, oh my gosh, I absolutely need that product or service from that specific person. When you can build this beautiful, unique business and you actually have the messaging to match with it and you're able to connect with your audience with ease and effortlessly through social media or other avenues, other mediums, you are going to translate all of those viewers into paying customers. This is what I help all of my clients with. All of my clients pretty much have high ticket offers. They are getting paid $200, $400 an hour for their services. And with that, they just are needing support with how do they actually take that to the marketplace and make people drawn to it to the point where they're ready to invest on the spot. They're ready to just click the link in their bio, go book their appointment or go book that service or that product or whatever it is. And this is something that can be a game changer for your business, because if you have have a beautiful, amazing offer, but yet you don't know how to share it authentically and with your uniqueness, you are not going to translate those viewers into paying customers. This can be a missing piece that I feel like so many business owners mess up here. And it's just because we don't know these things. Like, it takes so much time. It takes a lot of investment. It takes so many courses and masterclasses and just information to take in to the point where you finally feel grounded in what you're putting out there and how people are receiving those things. So if you need support with this, let me know and I'll totally help you out with whatever offer that you personally have. But just know that just the way that you're sharing something can be the difference between you making a sale and you not making a sale. And sometimes it's just as simple as that. Same with your content creation when it comes to how you're creating the content, how you're editing content. There's so many things that can just be tweaked to where the viewer's actually going to want to watch what you're sharing and they're not going to want to just skip through to the next story. So just know that these are all little things. They're tiny little tweaks that can make such a big difference in your business to actually take you to a place where instead of making your average $5,000 months, you could be making $15,000 months. This is what I've helped so many of my clients scale to. I've had multiple clients scale from 3K months to 15K months, or 3K months to 12K months, $1,200 months to 15K months. I've had girls all across the board take their businesses to levels that they've never even imagined because of all of these points that I just shared today. So just know that these are the little things that can make a huge difference in your business if you choose to put your time and energy towards them. If you're needing support with this, go ahead, send me a message on Instagram. I'd absolutely love to do a call with you and we can actually walk through all these things you can be shifting and changing in your business. I'm here for you. Do not forget that. And if you are dealing with any of these and you're starting to notice this, please send me a message as well. I'd love to know what resonated with you. And if you're a business owner who likes this kind of content, please let me know because I love sharing all of my business tips with you guys. It makes me so excited for you guys to actually be seeing the results from all of these different things that I'm sharing. And just to know that you guys are experiencing more joy, more fulfillment, more freedom from these tips, it makes such a big difference in my life. So definitely let me know and share that with me. I am totally here for you and I cannot wait to chat with you guys next Monday.